There was a time when I'd wake up every day feeling empty. Not because I wasn't trying, not because I didn't care, but because I was carrying expectations that didn't belong to me. Nobody talks about the overly high parental and social expectations, feeling like your worth depends on making your parents proud. The fear of failure, like every mistake was proof of disappointment. The passion is gone, like it was never there. And learning feels like a burden rather than something to be enjoyed. My name is Aisha Alkali, and this isn't just an idea I'm sharing. It's a story I've lived. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I was a top student in primary school. The kind that people would look at and say, she's going to have a bright future. Then I got into secondary school and everything changed. I was falling behind in class. I'd fail English and math. Now my grades weren't terrible, but they weren't great either. B's and C's. They were just letters. But to me, those letters were the reason I'd cry myself to sleep at night. My mother's try harder echoed in my head like a broken record. I had to pretend I was fine when I wasn't. I looked okay at first glance, but I was falling apart in real life. That's what pressure does. It breaks you quietly. When I became a senior student, I said to myself, Aisha, you're going to do what makes you feel alive. I focused, yes, but I also reminded myself to breathe and rediscover what I loved. Reading books that made me forget stress existed, writing words that sounded like freedom and speaking. Because I realized my voice mattered. My grades improved. Even math and English felt like child's play. But along with getting my grades up, I also remembered to care for myself. I found joy in the little things. The most beautiful part wasn't the A's. It was finding my spark. I stopped achieving things because people wanted me to and started doing them because I wanted to. And that's the difference. That simple shift is the key. It starts with balancing expectations with purpose, rest, and self-discovery. It doesn't mean blaming parents because they all want the best for us. So when you walk out of this hall, I want you to remember two things. First, your passion may be buried under pressure, but it never disappears. And second, when everything feels dark, your passion is the spark. Protect it, feed it, find your fire. Thank you.